All right, Kristen, is this woman just being too strict with the rules that she has for her boyfriend? First of all, I don't even like that phrase, the rules I have for my boyfriend.
Yeah, rules does have a negative connotation to it when you're utilizing it in relationships. So at Taylor Donahue posted this video that has since gone viral of 5 rules she has for her relationship, more so for her boyfriend in said relationship. So these are 5 rules that he must abide by in order for her to even be willing to date him.
Let's talk about 5 things I'd never allow my boyfriend to do. First is super obvious, but I would never allow my boyfriend to have a girl best friend. I don't believe in them. I think those get messy. You can have female friends and acquaintances, but a female best friend, absolutely not. The second thing is I will never not allow my boyfriend to let me know where he's at location-wise. I feel like you get to a point where when you've been dating someone for so long, having each other's locations on Find My iPhone is more of a safety thing, and I just want to make sure he's okay. Am I stalking it every hour? No, but I feel like it's just one of those things that when you care about someone, you'll tell them their whereabouts. I feel like it's kind of shady if you're dating someone and they don't want you to know where they're at. That's a huge red flag. The third thing I never allow my boyfriend to do is go to strip clubs. And I feel like this is a controversial one. And some couples go to them together, but nope, not our scene. You can go to bars, you can have a guy's night, but strip clubs, absolutely not. The fourth thing I would never allow my boyfriend to do is pay all the bills. I feel like the men paying for 100% of everything is just wrong. And I'm not even trying to sound pick me. Obviously think, especially early on, the guy should take on majority of the bills, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't pay for a dime. Also, my mindset is even though we're not married, I'm not trying to run him dry and he's not trying to run me dry. And the fifth and last thing is I would never let my boyfriend like girls' bikini photos on Instagram. I feel like that's a huge red flag for obvious reasons. I feel like there's been so much more awareness on this, but it always makes me sad when I see someone that's like married with kids or just in a relationship and they're like liking girls' photos, especially very like provocative ones. I'm just like, it's not a good look.
I mean, we're all over the place because it started one direction, then all of a sudden you go another direction, and then you go back to in another direction. But
well, what do you got?
Nah, wouldn't work for me. Too many trigger words in there for me. 2 being rules and allow. Anytime I hear rules or allow get thrown around, I have a rule. I'm out. And the first thing she said is interesting to me, that she doesn't like when guys have girls as a best friend, because I saw a video the other day of a woman saying the complete opposite, that she wouldn't date a guy who does not have a woman as a best friend. And I thought it was interesting, and she said it's because it kind of gives off that you cannot have a relationship with a woman that is not sexual. And she feels like if you can't do that, then it says something about a man.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I ain't mad at the one about me not paying bills, though. I'm cool with that.
I also agree. Having a girl best friend is a little bit of a green flag. And I think you can tell when there's a girl best friend where you kind of feel like they're sort of fighting feelings for each other, and when they've just been really good friends for a long time. I think you can tell the difference. And so for me, if I could tell there was a little something there, absolutely not. Like, that would be a red flag for me. But I think in most cases, it's a very like normal thing just to have like a girl best friend where you have a platonic relationship and it doesn't have to be sexual. I honestly think most of this is pretty fine. I think what's triggering about it is that it sounds like she has all the say in this and that these are just like rules that he has to follow or get out. I think if these were things that they had conversations about and she expressed why she felt that way, we wouldn't be so turned off by this, because I don't think this is outlandish, like to want to know where you are. I mean, I think that's fine. I personally think the live 360 or whatever it's called where you're following them is a little creepy. I don't like that. But if that makes you more comfortable to know where they are, then have a conversation about it.
Yeah, I got a problem with that one. I got a problem with a couple of them. The girl best friend one just reeks of insecurity to me if she won't allow you to have a girl, especially if she was grandfathered in or grandmothered in before you got there.
For sure. Totally
insecure. The let me know where you are 100% of the time thing feels real insecure and real tracky also. Like, really? You need to know every second where I am? I'm not down with that.
I feel like people always try to make it seem like that's a trust thing. Like, we trust each other so we can have each other's location. But I feel like it's the opposite. You don't trust each other, and that's why you need each other's location.
The no strip clubs thing, that's not a big deal. I think women make strip clubs way different than what dudes do. Like, for most times I've been to a strip club with guys, 3/4 of us aren't even looking at the women. It's just sort of how do you
place
even
to
explain
hang.
it?
It's the ambiance of it all.
Right.
It's not as much about the women as you
Right.
think. Yeah.
But if it meant that much to her, then I wouldn't go. My ex-fiance sort of felt that way also. So I'm like, this is not a huge sacrifice. So no, I'm not going to go. I haven't been in years. I'm with you on the paying the bills thing. That would be nice.
Not too bad at that one.
That would be nice. And I do think liking girls' bikini photos as a guy, I think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree. It's one thing to have follow or to have it on there. It's a whole other thing to go and actively like, because it feels like now you're trying to engage with said person.
I'm not mad at that. My only thing is, do you have bikini photos on Instagram that other guys get to like? Because I feel like you can't ask that if you do that.
Well, I feel like you can post bikini photos. It's not on you. It's not your responsibility who likes them. Like, you should be able to post, like, if you're on a vacation and you want to post a photo, you should be able to post a vacation photo. And it's not your fault who does or does not like the photo.
I think that's true. I mean, I guess, okay, so it's the liking part. It's not the seeing other women in the photos, it's the liking that you wouldn't like. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, the like is like a wave. Like, hey, I see you.
I see you.
And I'm hoping you see me.
The Bert Show.